took. Quiet on the set. Time to go live on the radio. Zoom Room Video Communications brought to you by the BMC.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia, and no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news inside and outside of Shrouded Avatar 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. Welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Thirsty Thursday, January 24th, 2019 here. And, of course, welcome to today's show. I see Sir Frank out there already waiting at the bit.
I think he's waiting for the giveaway.
He's waiting for a chance to win himself some scrolls, and I can't blame anybody. Is free scrolls or free scrolls, and I think we're just going to make that a daily thing. We'll just give away scrolls on a daily basis, just because everybody can use scrolls. Twilight Tempest joining us out there. How are you? Satyr here today, and who is that in the green room? Liarden joining us there today. Capheus had a question about one of the stores, the storefront house being available on the Kodo vendor. I don't know the answer to that. I'm going to assume that by a week from today, just about all that stuff is now going to be available on the Kodo vendor.
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know?
Don't
okay.
know.
Yeah, I haven't checked, to tell you the truth. Is, we'll have to go take a look at that and see what we can find.
I closed my QA client, so I can't look there anymore. So.
Yeah, I took a peek at what we were talking about beforehand, and let's
I'm still looking for how to upgrade a house on the QA server. I don't think it's in game yet. It's
not, at least not that anybody can see. Why is that not doing? Oh, I know why. Because my sound macros were still on.
Oh, yeah. Satyr's also here for the free scrolls.
Satyr's here for the free scrolls. All right. Well, once we get some people in,
I'm here for the free scrolls as well, so that way I can put them back up on the vendor.
So you can sell them on Shroud Marketplace.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know, right?
But Shroud Marketplace is where I sell all my stuff.
Indeed, it is. Indeed. Oh, see, Econdis is being nice out there. He's already won. He's saving it for the others. Hey, man, free is free. It's a random roll, free, If you get picked, it's like the RNG in the game, free.
Yeah. It's RNG, man, and Shroud Math. We're going to Shroud Math this place up.
Yes, Shroud Math. Interesting Shroud Math being discussed here and abouts and in and about the world. Of course,
You're talking about that conversation I posted earlier
Talking about that conversation, but Dax Diggler has the big question for us out there. So let me get this. Come on.
Yeah. See, you have to remember, we are not prepared for anything at any time.
There is no
And
script
so
here.
I'm like, what are you talking about? This Dax Diggler thing?
That Dax Diggler thing.
This one.
Because it's a burning question on your mind, so I figured since it was already out there in the public domain, we would use it. How about that?
After reading the release 62 instructions rough draft, I noticed that this will be added this release. However, as of build 794, right-clicking on any of my deeds does not give an option to upgrade with crowns. Guessing this hasn't been added yet, but would really love to test this before it goes live. Any devs want to hint as to when this might make it into the QA server? I love this question. I'm going to click
Yes. Click leak yes. We'll click leak on that because
I do not want to click un leak on
it. Inquiring minds want to know. Chris teased that it would probably be in by Monday-ish, but here we are Thursday, and everybody's wanting to play. Everybody's wanting to see what the new changes are about to bring, and I tell you, changes. That's
yeah. I mean, I had a great conversation with someone last night about things.
What things did you have a conversation about?
Well, we were actually talking about Legends of Aria and
little
Shroud
things.
of the Avatar and UO and
you were talking about all sorts of
yeah, and I was making all kinds of inappropriate comments.
Well, that's not unlike you.
And I mean, I was saying that open world PvP and a couple of guard zones is one of the things that made UO great, and you lose everything that you're carrying unless you can get back to your corpse before it's looted. And as even mobs standing over your corpse would start looting your corpse if they were of the grabby variety. I mean, it's like, and we were talking about like risk versus reward, and how Legends of Aria seems to actually have a much better system in play there, better loot tables, and he's making money over there. Yep.
Yeah, I gotta say, I remember the days of having to run to find the wandering healer or find an Ankh Therezat and racing the clock to get back to your corpse.
But before it turned to bones.
But before it turned to bones, and before everything got yoinked off of your body by whatever it was that killed you, because
before someone looted it.
Because if it yoinked it and they killed the monster, they could take the stuff that got taken, of course. But and then you got to defeat the monster again that just kicked your ass in order to get your shit back. So it was always fun, but I don't miss it. I don't miss the time sink, as it may be, of death like that and having to make all that time. I mean,
yeah, well, I mean, as long as you weren't running around with your vanquishing weapons and losing them, it was all good.
Yeah, but yes, running around as a ghost when nobody had spirit speak to talk to you.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
don't forget it. Good old spirit speak. Yes,
I loved that skill. I mean,
ooh, still a joke to this day. Ooh,
yeah. I mean, it's like I loved that stuff, and I just remember the massive adrenaline rush of the non-consensual PvP and just like the fights out in the world. And then so this actually led into how it impacted Shroud's development. And I made the observation that they, instead of the massive world, that becomes a network nightmare. And so they took the cheaper transactional cost with let's instance everything, and everything's an instance. So the overworld map's one instance. Each individual scene is its own instance. When you get into housing, basements and dungeons are their own separate instance.
Indeed.
So everything's an instance, and that has a much lesser architectural cost. And so it's easier as far as system resources. And then, so they're hoping that, hey, this will support more players because it's not taxing the server load as much. Because on that open world, it has to keep track of where everybody is in relation to every other person. And so it's like, hey, they went with the cheap route. And unfortunately, the cheap route is not always what old school gamers are looking for, just because they're looking for a weird sense of adventure.
Well, we got a guy out there in the forums just last day or two. He's begging them to give us a first-person Doom-like thing with the hands out in front, first person, and I chimed in on that and pretty much said, dude, you're long out of touch on that one. That's a dead horse, and when they announced it, like less than 1% of the people were using first-person view, they stopped pretty much supporting it. Chances, well, I guess I shouldn't say that.
Well,
chances of row-lots becoming farmable with no houses on them was with
everything
dream
that
just a couple of years ago.
That's the other thing that we also discussed. With everything that they said that they're never going to do,
not going to do it,
and they've walked back.
Many of those. They just changed it.
Yeah, kind of like we are not going to have any kind of quest markers in game, and then they put the blue ring around the guy, the map marker. Then the guy's waving to get your attention. It's less obvious.
But there aren't any exclamation parts.
Just goes to go. Never say never.
That's right. But yes, lots of interesting changes happening, fast-paced changes. As we were on the way out yesterday, we got to talking about the lot deed taxes, how that's going to affect everybody, the math, Shroud maths involved with all that stuff, and there was a conversation that Jack was watching in Universe Chat that...
Yep, I logged in this morning and turned on Universe Chat for some odd reason.
Strangely odd reason. Something was calling you to
log in and actually click on the tab that says Universe Chat.
Yeah.
Or as I call it, spam. And I caught the tail end of a conversation about taxes and the change in taxes. So, and this is especially interesting for a castle deed. If you upgrade and you have a taxable castle deed, because people go out on QA and they go find out these things. And the current taxes on a castle deed are 28,000 gold per day.
Gold per day.
Gold per day. And the new tax rate for a castle deed on the QA server is 4,000 gold per day. Now, I remember the days when it's like they're talking about gold sinks, and then they sit there and say, hey, you know what? If you're going to have like a city deed, because that was the largest one that a player could actually acquire outside of a pledge, and you're paying taxes on it, it's going to take an entire guild to contribute to those taxes.
In
So
order
the
to
taxes are going to
sustain
be
the
high.
taxes on said
Yes.
property, right?
And what's not included is my statement that there are no gold sinks in the game, and that the only thing that's going on is just more and more gold's coming out because people are killing more and more stuff, and you end up with what's going to end up happening is you're going to see gold continue to plummet as far as the cost per dollar rate, and then you're going to end up with the hyperinflation that ended up in games like UO, but it's not going to be because it's not going to happen because of an exploit. It's going to be happening because, you know what, there's no means of getting gold out of the game. It all just stays in the game.
It all just accumulates within the player base. Yeah, I hear you. Welcome, Bomberburn. How you doing out there today? Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I can hear the echo as well. I think it's coming through Laz.
What echo? Echo?
Yeah,
Echo.
I'm echoing through you. Looking at Discord, it's occasionally it's like it comes back.
Oh, maybe you. Because my headset gets close to the mic, it might be picking you up. I don't know. Could be. Move that a little bit.
Last technical difficulties is
yeah.
my echo.
Echo. Shut the fuck up.
So how do I sound? Oh, wait. No one's watching my stream.
No one ever watches your stream.
Nah, no, occasionally they do.
Occasionally somebody like Armelian gets over there. Eagle takes some sympathy on you and drops down to say hello.
Sit there.
But yes, couple thoughts came to mind, but let's discuss these taxes a little bit more because
it's they need a gold sink, and I think they keep on missing the mark. And it's like, hey, we don't want to punish the players. We want them to have some sort of attainable goal. It's like, wait a second, you're just giving people deeds right now.
Well,
for a complete
well, there you go. I was gonna talk a little bit more about taxes and the effect of that, but even more so, let's step back a couple of years, back to when there were a couple newbies on a live stream who really didn't know what they were talking about, yelling that deeds needed to be accessible to all and people should always have deeds, but...
Well, we were talking about on player vendors to buy them for gold.
But, yes, now with the advent of giving everybody 2 deeds, what happens when we get more players than lots then, and everybody's still getting deeds? Then what happens?
I don't know.
Things that make you go,
And these are...
I mean, good problem to have, okay? The absolutely good problem to have, and it'll give people reason to want to expand player-owned towns. I understand all that, but...
and they're not place anywhere deeds. They're POT-only deeds.
Right. And again, there's a finite amount of that land, you know, until, well, again, it would encourage people to upgrade those deeds, and of course, those towns, and ka-ching, town upgrades will be linked to the Kodo system as well, I'm understanding, so that you'll be able to make more room for the said players. So
yeah, Falcons Leonard has a topical question in how many deeds can we use at any one time?
As many as you got. Yeah.
Well, that's not entirely
There
true.
is one stipulation.
You may place 3 in the NPC controlled towns. So that is like towns like Owl's Head, Ardoris, Valemark.
There you go.
So that's an example of
Kron's
like
got
storyline
it
towns.
right there. One account, 3 place anywhere.
3 place anywhere, and then unlimited POT.
Absolutely. So you can have I've got that's why you need extra accounts.
Well, and don't forget free accounts. So you it's really unlimited depending on the number of accounts that you want to log in.
True. Very true. Very true. But now, with that change in taxes, again, we'll talk about the lot deed idea. They brought those down, but now let's remember, I'm guessing they're getting ready to take that and amp that up because Kodos are going to make that change. They're going to, I didn't even check that. I didn't even check the value of a Kodo in the interface on the QA. Somebody had said that had changed as well. But you got to remember that next week that decimal point's moving, so I'm guessing that those gold prices are going to move a little bit. That's just a guess. I can't see 4,000 gold being the max.
And remember, we have no input in any of these decisions, and they don't listen to us at all.
3,500 a day for a city lot, I thought was appropriate.
You know what? If it's supposed to be controlled by a guild, if it was 35,000 a day, sure, why not? Because that would give a reason for a group of players to contribute to it. But when you get down to 4,000 gold a day for a castle lot,
everybody's going to have a castle lot.
Yeah, and it's one where it's like, it's also a POT only castle lot, which means that you have to convince a POT owner to set aside that amount of property.
To give you that much property, and not all POT owners are willing to give away that kind of land.
Yeah, so that's where it becomes, hey, that upgrade for that deed, is it ever going to be worth it? Whereas because I reacquired my tax-free keep deed. I can go pretty much anywhere with that.
Well, it's going to probably be a release or two before you get to actually see that upgrade tax-free to tax-free. So let's hope that does come in, because I don't see why not again. And I'm looking forward. I got lots of property that I would love to upgrade. I have all sorts of things I would like to do with that kind of expansion. And again, I'm just the numbers we're seeing right now just don't make a whole lot of sense until you see everything move and fall into place. So it's going to be very interesting to see indeed. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and open up a giveaway here real quick. And of course, we'll be giving away the prerequisite scrolls. The giveaway, raffle.
Don't know what you're talking about. And I would talk about the stand-up, but there is no stand-up for today.
There is no stand-up for yesterday. There is no stand-up for today.
Yeah.
But we can tell you that everything still is on sale. That much I can tell you. I can tell you that we're down to the last stretch goal. We got the Icy Dungeon Cathedral room yesterday, sometime after we got off the air. So next stretch goal for the before the end of the week, or by the end of the next, by next Thursday.
Be the Icy Dungeon hallway set.
That's right.
Ooh, new people entering. Cleo dude. Hi.
Hey.
Midnight. Oblix.
Welcome.
Yes. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome. That's right. Don't forget, get in on that giveaway. Exclamation, I love this shit, because we love this shit so much. We made a show out of it. How much we love it. And of course, giving you guys and gals the latest updates and goings on.
The latest scoop.
Involved in the conversation. And don't be afraid to come join in the conversation. You can come join us in Discord. Click on the link in the chat there. That'll bring you on in. You can come on in, talk about whatever it is we're discussing, and join us. Come join us in Owl's Head. You're slacking on your music. What, no stones today?
Hold on. Well, I started it with winches and mead, so let's see. Number of the beast.
Oh, there you go. You're talking the list.
Oh, yep. And so the funny thing is, since the release notes are out there, or the draft of the release notes are out there, we can actually talk about that if you'd like.
Yes, actually,
it does have like the taxes in there.
Oh, okay. Well, even better then. Get this out there. And I was going to say the bug list has been out for the better part of a week and a half. That's where we found Bill Shatner getting his signed copy.
Let's see.
Then we have
guest rating. Okay, so we are talking about the release notes for what's coming up next week.
Where's the bugs? Yes, stars reverting back to
the old format.
The old format, because he's not supposed to be doing this, but there's not
bug fixing.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, like, performance will work mainly focus on improving frame rate and reducing hitching during gameplay. Work will also continue to be done on load time reduction on the few outstanding scenes that are not meeting our 15-second load time target. Insert info here. You know what? I still say that there needs to be significant LOD work to improve frame rate even more. And until you can... And that improvement of framework, you can make it to where if someone's sprinting, it does the arrows or like the wind sprints. I forgot that Japanese game that you were playing for a little bit that was also done in Unity, where it had players flying and everything.
Oh, yeah, Moonlight Blade, I believe it is.
Yeah, but yeah, they can do all kinds of things to actually improve frame rate and work on LODs. Bug fixing time will be allocated to a general sweep through all systems, features, and content to reduce overall bug counts. They fix some bugs. You can look at the spreadsheet here. Not there. Oh, yeah. Then after that, they have purposely not shown issues related to exploit security and customer service issues. Combat after a millennium of being unable to reproduce offspring dragons are finally reproducing. Dragons have been sighted in various remote locations across Novia. Don't be fooled by their size, though. They are still dangerous beasts, even when young. We will also do some balance work on pet balance, including summon and tamed creatures. Baby dragons cannot be tamed yet. So we will be able to tame dragons, and they will be babies. Then they're working on the pet balance. Don't forget, Shroud Math was involved in everybody's favorite demon summon. It used to be able to jump as it leveled up, although it couldn't jump.
Thank you for the follow, Henry. I'm sorry, I shouldn't. There.
Oh, yeah.
Dropped off.
Yeah.
At the cameras. Gotta move that off that monitor.
I don't know.
Baby dragons tamed. I understand they will be tameable, but again, cannot be tamed.
Yeah.
Moving up that back slot.
And that back slot, cloaks, wings, backpacks will now be able to have stats, enchantments, and masterworks associated with them. Backslot items are going to become patterns if you crush them. And previously, the only black slot item that had any stats associated with it was the Shroud of the Avatar. Now, all back slot items can be masterwork and enchanted. They also now use the pattern system. There are 4 basic types of backslot items. Backpacks with work on the strength and carry capacity. Cloaks, which work on defense and attack speed. Wings work on dexterity and movement rate. And quivers, dexterity and ammo recovery.
Does anybody really need ammo recovery?
Not really. Not really. In the process of creating this feature, they added eternal patterns for 115 pre-existing items, including 97 cloaks, 12 wings, 3 backpacks, and 2 quivers. And that now also masks are patterns for helms.
Yeah, we've known that one.
Which means there's still that useless feature in the game where they will never, ever, 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 ever do, because it's stupid, hide helmet.
Well, it's still an option. But we're not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent.
Yeah, but they did it. But then after that, player towns and player housing, they updated some more POTs. Lot deed quest rewards. We've been talking about this for the last
what we've
2
been
weeks. Yeah.
looking to get a bead on.
Previously, they rewarded players with a row lot deed for completing the entire story. Approximately 40 hours of gameplay. After collecting lots of feedback and data from our players, they have decided to move that reward to much earlier in the game. Now, players will receive a row lot deed for finishing any of the outskirts quest lines.
So the whole outskirts quest line.
Just one of those 3. And then you will receive a POT row lot deed. They have also upgraded the story completion reward to a village lot deed and a shingle roof village home. If you've already completed those quests, just go to the Oracle and talk to them. You'll get your deeds. And then lot deed taxes are going to be lowered. They have lowered property taxes for all lot deeds, which were already lowered in except for the row, which was lowered in a previous release, especially the largest lot deeds, to reduce the burden of property ownership. Price changes listed, gold per day. Note, this was actually patched into release 61. Village is now going to be 500 gold. Town is going to be 1,000 gold. City, 2,000 gold a day. Keep, 3,000 gold a day.
Well, you're missing the important part, that village was 1,000, now 500. Town was 2,000, now 1,000. City was 3,500, now 2,000.
Yeah.
Keep was 14,000, now just 3,000. Yes. And the castle at 28,000 a day, now at 4,000. That's a steep cut. Yeah. That's really steep. Now.
Yes, it is.
And again, I guess I gotta wait till next week or whenever it's in the QA that we can see this. But more information right after this, so let's not kill ourselves too quick.
Tax payment time was increased. We have increased the days you can prepay from 90 to 180 days. That should make you a little bit happier. And then
love it.
Say what?
Love it.
I love it. Love it.
Yeah. Then after that, upgrading deeds with crowns. Deeds can now be upgraded with crowns by right-clicking on the deeds. And note, this allows upgrading of lot size within a deed type, not conversion of one lot deed type to another. You cannot use this function to convert a taxed lot deed to tax-free.
So there you go.
Not in QA as of yet. So
not
can't even
in
look at that.
As of yet either. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it would be hilarious if I could take a tax-free row deed, a founder tax-free row deed, and upgrade it to a castle tax-free, founder tax-free Castle D. That would be hilarious.
Tax, no. Testing 1, 2, 3. Brain Manager. You can actually get both. Not either or.
Yeah, it's both.
I mean, it's up to you. If you don't want to complete the quest line, then you don't get a deed. That's your choice. But we had a new guy in last night, just in for a couple of days, and he came into Discord to chat for a bit and explained it to him, and he was again sort of so it's worth doing the storyline, and absolutely that's the whole idea now. Is it's actually you get rewarded for completing parts of the storyline, once early on and then once on the end of episode 1 storyline. So you get both Lottie, and you'll be able to upgrade them. Excuse me. A little phlegmy here today. But yeah, we're looking forward to the upgrade option. Still haven't seen it yet.
Yep. Haven't seen it at all. Then we did get a sample of the Natural Caverns player dungeon rooms on the last Friday's live stream. Then pot deco and light limit increases. So they increased the decoration and light limits for player-owned towns by roughly 1 tier, and although that's already in the game.
Yeah, that was released about a week or so ago. Absolutely.
Yeah. Then player portrait paintings. They added 7 new player portraits that players had commissioned from various artists to the Art Crown.
Nice.
So that's always good. Yeah, don't forget, if you pay someone to do some artwork for you, then you can send it to Chris on the forums, and a high-res version, and he might include it in the game.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Last I heard, running about $100, depending on what kind of detail you want in that picture.
Depends on your artist, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. But I think there's just 2 that are able to do it right now.
Well, see,
Indy Martin and Dennis Loubet
is
Indy, not Indy.
Oh, the guy on the forums.
Yes.
What's his name? I forgot his name.
I'm old. I can't think of it.
Yeah, he's
Leo Storm.
Leo
Storm.
Done some awesome artwork.
I was going to say, as long as the art meets the standards, and Sir Frank is actually saying the same thing.
Yeah,
it shouldn't matter who the artist is. If I can make a rendering of a character of mine in the right properties, I should be able to submit it. It shouldn't have to be.
That's right. Yeah.
But of course, again,
my stick figure art is not going to qualify.
Don't let it stop you. They're now taking submissions for player-made dungeons, which are also now making an appearance into the game this release. Is there any mention of that here, by the way? Do we see any mention? Player-made dungeons making its way in?
No.
Because they did mention that in the live stream, so...
Then after that, our pavers and the Duke Dungeon throne room should be going into the game. Duke Heraldry pavers,
gonna wow us with it.
I hope so. After that, live stream and seasonal content. They've added some recent live stream stretch goals and the 2019 Valentine's items. So the release 58 live stream items of the Dragon Helm and the Dragon Bow are going to be going in game. And the release 59 live stream items like the fish mask set, the fish pavers, fish throne, big trophy fish statue set, and the unique dungeon encounter room with fishing spot are going to be going in game. And
live stream items.
Yep. And don't forget the expiration of the Christmas stuff.
And that's coming up, this Thursday, right? It's expire end of the month, or is that February 1st, technically?
February. It says February 4th.
Now February 4th?
For the expiration of those items. I don't know why.
double check this now.
Is February 4th their live stream?
I don't know.
Recurring Winter Rares ends 2/1. So
yeah. And then somewhere else they had February 4th, and that always confused me.
I don't know. Don't forget right now that sale is running through the end of the month, so the sale is still on. You can still get in on that, and that's now going to become the norm. All monies collected throughout the month will then be tallied. They should do that for stretch goals, or not stretch goals. Is it stretch goals what I'm looking for?
I don't know. What
yeah, episode 2 stretch goals, like horses. Like put it towards horses 1 month.
Yeah.
But yes, all sorts of interesting changes coming up here, and a lot of stuff to be taken in with this new release. And this is hopefully just a preview of what we got to see coming up for the rest of the year here.
Yep.
And Kron says, well, February 4th is the Monday, and that gives people, yeah, okay, that might make sense. They may have just updated that to do that, to stretch past that. Won't surprise us. Nothing surprises us here anymore. Absolutely. And yeah, I got a question there. Do I have that recipe? I forgot to look.
No, you don't. But the important thing is my favorite quest line is going to be worked on again, and it should be coming in, and that is Myra in Owl's Head in the Clink quest.
Myra's getting another quest?
Yeah, she's getting some improvements in her conversation journal entries and compass markers, and also taking on Myra's task unlocks another quest opportunity in Owl's Head. And then Coleman in Owl's Head. If Myra vouches for you, then that's good enough for you. And Coleman in his new help, Coleman needs you to get an important message to his father in the Clank. And if you lose Myra's key, Coleman may be just the boy to get you a replacement.
Very interesting.
Yeah, that because spoiler alert, in the Clink quest, the brother drops the key into the sewer. So how are you supposed to retain that key? So I don't know.
Well, I was interpreting that as if you had already just dropped or lost the key yourself by destroying it. You can get a replacement. You think it's bring another key down and do it again? I don't know.
And convince him to live?
I don't know. What happens?
Just an update here. In the feedback forum on the village deed, the next build, which is coming out right now, will have the lot deed upgrade function available.
Okay, good. So later today, we'll be able to hopefully test that on the QA server. Well, don't forget, if you've got game access, you can log in and download the QA client as well. So.
Again, I don't think it's going to be truly testable because you still have to figure Kodo conversion coming in. I don't know. We'll have to see how they figure this. It's going to be interesting. Because the Kodo conversion is not in yet, so I guess as long as they have the architecture in, we can figure it out. Yeah, and going to be real interesting. This is going to do all sorts of interesting. It wobbles the mind. That's all I've got to say. It really wobbles the mind.
Nothing around here wobbles our minds because they're completely empty. Yep. And as you can hear, my phone keeps on doing weird things because I keep on getting weird messages.
I hear that. Kron, absolutely. The conversion isn't supposed to kick in till next week. The store should kick in next week. All that should kick in, and we're also still waiting.
next week's going to be an interesting week. That's all I got
And
to say.
then don't forget, they're going to kick the server switch that same morning, I believe. And hopefully they'll get an early start on it. They're going to take the server down a little early. Take up a little extra time. There'll be a warning out there, I'm sure, saying...
And hopefully it doesn't stay off for some extra time right into our show.
Yeah, well, if it does, then we'll be sitting there with a blank screen.
There was one day where we didn't have a show due to technical difficulties on Portalarium's end.
I don't recall. There's been plenty of technical difficulties where we just threw up our hands and said, screw it, we're done for the day, we're out of here.
Like the days where my power went out. Went out, and it's like, what the fuck? I got no control over this shit.
Hey, well, one of these days we'll get a test a new system. If the power goes out in a storm here, we'll see how long it takes the generator to kick in.
Yep.
Interesting, too. Burning Toad just posted a new QA build has been released. This build switches to Unity 2018.2. 2018.3. They still want you to notice any crashes or differences.
Okay.
Back on that.
Click on that patch update.
They went back to 2018.2?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Interesting.
He also said there's Crown Store improvements in that and summon pet specialization changes.
Like your demon actually getting strength instead of jump strength? Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, Condas is saying he thought they went to 2018.3, but I guess we'll have to bring that post up and find out here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
They had been trying to do the 2018.3, but that's where in the stand-up we'd see them working on like terrain issues and everything. So I guess the upgrade broke more things, and they're still trying to make everything usable. And
we shall find out.
There were people that were posting that they were crashing on the QA server in a couple of minutes. So yeah.
In a couple minutes.
Yeah. So there may have been some stability issues with 2018.3.
Yeah. I actually crashed 4 times, and I don't really crash.
Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, I only logged in a couple of minutes the other day just to take a couple look at things, and just patched up this morning, patching up again now, so we can go right out and check it after today's show.
At it. Let's go ahead and kill our limited bandwidth by downloading the latest QA patch in the middle of the live stream.
I don't know about you. I got plenty of downstream.
Our middle name.
I got plenty of upstream,
Lass's middle name is technical difficulties.
Hey, just because I have technical difficulties,
I disagree.
Don't mean I have limited bandwidth, buddy. There's a big difference between the two.
You've got some sort of limitation on your system that causes the Discord hiccups when you're streaming.
I don't know what it is on Discord. It's just Discord.
Yeah, but it only happens when you're streaming.
No, I mean, right now my voice connected's red down there. Don't ask me why. It just is. Yeah, you get what you pay for.
Hey, it's free, man.
Yeah, we could be using Zoom for communications. We
could, but then everybody else
would have to listen on the radio. That's right.
Unless they joined our Zoom channel.
We can hold 100 people in Zoom. You know that.
I'm aware. I'm aware.
And then we could see them all too. And they see us in our underwear. So I don't.
Yeah, and Econdas, we are not allowed to broadcast the QA server as one of the things that we're not supposed to do. So you're not supposed to share pictures.
Nobody is supposed to
from
broadcast
the QA server
the QA servers.
Or stream it. So we cannot do that.
If you ever see anybody streaming the QA, let the devs know, because they're not do it.
Yeah.
But yes, moving right along, about that time to tell everybody that they need to hit the exclamation "I love this shit" and get in on the daily raffle before we close it out here in a few minutes. Get a chance to win 20 of those scrolls out there, so get in on the action now. And don't forget about the wonderful app we've got out there, the NBNN Shroud Avatar app, available in all the app stores for all your electronic devices, whether it be Google, whether it be Apple, whether it be an Amazon device, we've got you covered. And if you really don't have any of those devices, we've actually got a version up here on the website that you can use, so that you too can read the Daily Britannian. You can check out the forums. You can listen to the podcast if you missed us. But if you're listening or watching this, then you don't have to worry about that. You can shop the marketplace. You can hit us up in Discord, or you can check out the daily happenings on the NBNN Shroud Avatar community calendar, brought to us by our friends over at hometownhero.com.
That's right. You need to go to nbnn.info, click on the calendar button, so you too can look at this aggregated mess that's called the calendar.
Trainwreck.
Oh, yes. I'm loving this picture. I'll share it in a few minutes. But yes, it is grossly inappropriate, and I just received it. Yeah, it's like, yes. Hold on, I need to. How do I love this picture? There you go. But yes, that Google Public Calendar is an aggregate of all the available Google Public Calendars related to Shroud that guy knows about. If you have a Google Public Calendar related to Shroud, or if you want to add one-off events to the NBNN Shroud community calendar, email that guy, news@nbnn.info, and he will do something with it. He will do something with it. Whether or not it ever works, that's debatable. But it is toward a Thursday in game, and don't forget, Monday through Friday, you too can tune in your ether amplifiers to Radio Free Britannia. Oh, come on, where's this photo, man? Just downloaded it.
TikTok.
Yep. Monday through Friday, 12s and 6s, around the clock. You need to tune in your ether amplifiers to Radio Free Britannia to listen to two idiots interpreting the news, so you don't have to, on a little show called Lunch with us. 7 p.m. on Radio Free Britannia is the 70s at 7. At 10 p.m. on Avatars Radio is Jarekith Rivenson with Some Chaotic Country, where he's going to be showcasing the band Cannibal Corpse, which is a joke. I have no idea what he's playing on Chaotic Country, because I have never listened to it. At 10 p.m. on Radio Free Britannia, I do know what's going on. That is Waz's Wad on the Wicked Womb. And that's our community calendar for this toward a Thursday.
That's right. Don't forget you're tuned in to NBNN.
Now you know I'm distracted.
Yes, that's highly distracting, I tell you what. I don't know, that looks like it hurts, tell you the truth, but I don't know, whatever floats your boat. But
it's not being done to me, so I'm good with it.
You put an eye out with that thing, kid, I'll tell you what. You'll be happy you did so as well.
Yeah.
That's right. Don't forget you're watching Lunch with Laz and Jack right here on NBNN. NBNN.info, twitch.tv/ and this is twitch.tv/NBNN News. Catching us in replays on Twitch or on YouTube. You know what to do. Click the buttons down below there. Click on the follow. Click on the like. Click on the sub. All that good stuff. If you want to help support us, click on those buttons down there. Every little bit helps. Plenty of ways for you too to help out. I haven't done this throughout the day, so let's get that up there. Plenty of ways to cheer, plenty of ways to donate, and got a new thing that's being added in just for all you folks out there. Gonna have a way for you to be able to play your own video clips, so basically a way to play your own ads right up on our screen, and it's a cost-based system, so you can get like a 15-second ad for $1.50, 30-second ad for $3, and allow you to advertise your stuff. I'll tell you more about that coming soon. So if you just want to do drive-by advertisements, you'll all be able to do that soon and help support us at the same time. So all sorts of great stuff. Cryptocurrency accepted over on Jackstream. Amazon Prime subscribers get a free Twitch sub every month. We'd appreciate it if you use them on our streams. And if you want to become a monthly supporter, you can go to patreon.com/NBNN and become a monthly supporter and help support that way as well. Don't forget the Airy Fund. Become a supporter today. Play for a cause. Check out the airyfund.org for the latest information. The BMC wants you to come check out all the vendors available at Black Rock Cove for all your crafting good needs. Rock solid prices across the board with guild pricing. Oh, go out and check out Black Rock Cove. Located in the Quell region next to the town of Exeter and conveniently located to those mines that you want to be near. HometownHero.com for vape juice needs. Check out your free mystery bottle, almost free. All you got to do is pay shipping plus a penny. And of course, if you like what you taste and you want to buy more, we'll save you 20% off the purchase of your next bottle. Use the promo code NBNN when you check out with HometownHero.com. Coil More Wands and Scrota's Music Service. Just a couple of the fine services available in the game and on ShroudMarketplace.com. Relic Spiraled for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. If you're looking for t-shirts, you're looking for hats, not this hat, patches. Yeah, you can get patches like that. And of course, even things like the coveted NBNN, I love this shit bumper sticker. You can find that all on Relic Spiraled. What happened there? Wow, my mic went nuts.
You did weird things?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't touch a thing. But Relic Spiraled for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag will save you 10% when you check out. Use the promo code NBNN. WRFB Radio Free Britannia, bringing you the latest in news and entertainment 24/7 around the clock, including us and 12s and 6s Monday through Friday. And last, but definitely not least, ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable goods. Shroud Marketplace is where Jack and I sell our stuff, because I tell you, I love waking up with money in my PayPal account.
That's right.
Even if it's at 3 a.m.
Even if it's what?
At 3 a.m.
It doesn't matter. I'll crawl out of bed.
That's right.
Pantsless, and I'll deliver those goods. But ShroudMarketplace.com is the best place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. That is anything and everything. Over 140 players registered as vendors, and each one of those vendors is responsible for setting their own prices and maintaining their own inventory. So you get all kinds of great things. You can find accounts. You can find game gold. You can find Crowns of the Obsidian cheaper than you can get off of the add-on store. Find armor, crafted weapons, deco packs from the Deco Divas and indoor decorations. You can find houses, deeds,
or
cowbells. Yes, you can find that cowbell of reaping at ShroudMarketplace.com. And you can also find services. Some of our favorite services are at ShroudMarketplace.com, including Mom's ore refining service. You bring her the ore, she will provide the coke, whatever, and she will churn out everything for you. If you're looking to host or looking for a Gust Ball game and you don't know how to do one, and it's like, you can always contact Bambino's store, and he will help you set up that game and advertise it and do everything else.
Port of the Avatar.
I know. You can even find adventuring services from like Armelian Dread Pirate, Pirate's Life, all kinds of great things. You can find our favorite service, which is cheese sign writing. We are also clients of the cheesiest.
Don't get no cheesier than us.
Yeah. You can also find Shroud's music service thing, where $5 gets you
anything you want,
including Scroda.
Indeed.
And Scroda's in voice today, but his microphone's muted.
He's been hanging out quietly in the background. I don't know, for a Bard, he's been awful silent,
Scroda's
I tell you.
all over the place, and he just randomly appears at times. You can even find my shop at Shroud Marketplace. Go visit my shop. Send us his stuff. Or you can find that guy's shop. Weddings.
That's right. Weddings and more by Laz, because it's not just weddings, it's a whole lot more. We got all sorts of goods, from wedding services to tux and wedding rentals, wedding gown rentals, to all sorts of other stuff. Telethon rewards. I got a comment. Buckaroo Bonsai, I love the idea, but he says, have you guys ever considered getting a painting made of your lot with you guys in your spots? And I love the idea. I really do love the idea, you know. Maybe if you want to suggest that to somebody. But yes, don't forget Weddings and More by Laz. Not just weddings, but it's a whole lot more. If you're looking for past telethon rewards, cowbells are being all sorts of things, bulk or I've got it. Check it out, shroudmarketplace.com. And of course, before we get out of here, we got to go ahead and pick today's winner. So we're going to go ahead and close out that giveaway. And drum roll, please.
What's the
Cleo Dude? Cleo Dude is the winner of 20 Teleport to Zone Scrolls. Cleo, message me via Twitch or in-game and give me your in-game name that I can send these to you. And congratulations to you. We're going to wrap it up for today and get out of here. Don't forget, sales still ongoing. You can get in on it. So if you haven't donated and you want to get in on all those great stretch goals, don't forget live streams tomorrow. This weekend will be, well, this whole week is going to be there. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. But don't forget tomorrow's live stream. If you got questions, get them in. Didn't see any questions there yet. Just Cleo. Okay, gotcha. We'll get that right off to you. But we're going to get out of here. Till tomorrow, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
We are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.